How's it going, everyone? My name is Primacon and I'm about to silk your skong right now. April has already been amazing when it comes to Silksong news, and it just got even better because, by God, there's more Silksong news today, believe it or not. What a wild month. You can help and make it wilder by helping me get to 30,000 subscribers. We're almost there, guys. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for subscribing. Let's get into the Silksong news. Man, I can't believe I've been saying that so much this week. The first big breakthrough is the doubter economy on r/Silksong is absolutely in shambles right now, because one thing these doubters have been saying, doubters more like deniers at this point, is that, wow, Nintendo said Silksong is 2025. None of the Silksong store pages says 2025. So until a official Silksong store page says the new 2025 release window, I'm not gonna believe it. Well, yeah, you fucking foul tarnished. There we go. The official Silksong page for the Nintendo Switch in Japan just got updated. As you can already see, brand new cover art with the Switch 2 logo on top and the brand new Silksong art piece here in the front. I'm assuming this is gonna be the cover art for this for Silksong for the Switch 2. But that is not all. If you scroll down here, they actually updated it to 2025. Absolute cinema. But no, my fellow Skonger, it does not end there. You see these screenshots? Wow, we got 4 new screenshots last time, right? If your keen eye would notice, there are 6 now. Now, even though it may look like an old screenshot, it's not. This is actually brand new, and thank you so much to Reagan, who helped me decipher the new details in these screenshots. It would not have been possible without Reagan. Thank you so much, man. Absolute Chad. So first things first, right? As you can see, there's a little bit of a blue hue in this scene right now that wasn't there before. And this little crest, we have seen the crest before, but we have never seen it filled out with silk like that. So if you don't know, in Silksong, when your silk meter fulls to the max, the crest transform. They like open up. We haven't seen this crest open up like that before. And the sprite for this little tool right here, it's a new sprite. I mean, just look at how 3D this looks, man. This looks like an actual 3D arena. We haven't seen particle effects and like foregrounds like this in Hollow Knight. Look at that fucking elevator. It's so goddamn detailed. And oh, did I say 2 new? I meant 3 new, because this Mossy Grotto screenshot is actually also very new. Again, thank you, Reagan, for pointing that out. This spool meter right here is broken. We have never seen that before, but a lot of people, I mean a lot of people, have theorized this in the past, that Hornet will start with her spool meter broken, because as you saw in the opening cutscene, she falls from the fucking heavens, slams on the ground with her needle, and then she gets up. And you see, this is the demo footage right here. When she gets up in the demo, her like she's completely fine. Her silk meter is fine. It's pristine, in fact. I don't fucking know how she took damage already, or if you're just gonna start with 1 health missing, which is really funny. Or maybe Ari Gibson's just really bad at the game. That could also be why Silksong is delayed so much. Ari just can't beat the game right now. He's too busy beating his... And the last screenshot is my absolute favorite one so far. It is the scene of the Bell City that we have seen in the past before. This is how this Bell City looked like in the 2019 first Silksong trailer ever, and this is what it looks like now. There is so much going on. First of all, most importantly, the lighting in the background is completely different. Now, that doesn't mean that Team Cherry just got rid of the bright, beautiful lights in the background. My running theory is that this is like after or before a specific event that happens in the game that completely changes the Bell City. We saw this in a very small manner in Hollow Knight, how Forgotten Crossroads becomes Infected Crossroads later on in the game. I think Team Cherry is expanding upon that mechanic, and the Farloom Kingdom is gonna evolve a lot more dynamically as Hornet progresses through her quest in Silksong. And it just looks so fucking cool. Like, this bell is completely desolated, these signboards are completely desolated, this NPC has a lot of shading now, it almost looks completely different. Look how beautifully Hornet pops, like with her cloak, the red is so nice. This little doodad, he has a different shading than before, he's sporting a green cloak now. And as Reagan points out, the quest board is fucking missing. It's gone, just like this dude in the foreground. Gone, reduced to atoms. Waiting for Silksong too long will do that to you. And there's this new slug creature we didn't see before. Look how populated this one room looks. How lively, regardless of the desolated background. We have never seen anything like this in Hollow Knight before. Oh, I'm just so fucking excited. I can't wait. Another thing Reagan pointed out was this NPC, this little character, enemy doodad. We actually see this guy before. It's this guy right here that we see fighting in the taproot system kind of area. Does that mean that this this area is very close to the Bell City, or did they probably just change the location of this enemy? I think it could be either or. This enemy does look like it fits this area a lot more with this green like shading. So I don't know what this guy's doing here. Maybe Hornet captured him and enslaved him, and now he just does whatever she asks him to do. Hornet does look like a top, and on top of all of this, it does look like this is gonna be only on Switch 2. For a better explanation of that, I have something exciting cooking up right now, which is a conversation with Relia. So Daily Silksong News sent me this link, like saying the page got updated, and we all got excited. I sent it to Relia, we all got talking. Then Relia and I jumped on a call to just go over the new stuff and just absolutely gush about it and lose our collective minds. And we also kind of figured out that this may only be coming to the Switch 2 and not the Switch 1. Either way, I'm gonna play that conversation now. I hope you enjoy mine and Relia's banter about this new information and what we think about the Switch 2 situation. Oh, I'm so excited. Take it away, Relia! This is so exciting, man. I'm shaking.
Silksong.
Dude, what a crazy
Oh, I don't have my glasses on. Oh, well, I'm not even ready. Oh.
No, man, come on. You gotta
People
get
almost
those
caught my
glasses.
Oh, I'm so hyped right now. So you messaged me and told me
Yeah.
that there were new pictures.
Yes, sir. I got DM'd by Daily Silksong News as soon as I woke up. He sent a text,
perfect.
and I thought he was just messing with me because I was like, we just got new screenshots 2 days ago. What do you mean there's new screenshots? And yep.
And where are those screenshots?
They are on the Japanese Nintendo website, the official Nintendo page for Silksong in Japan.
So which screenshot do you want to look at first?
So there's 6 screenshots on the Nintendo Silksong page.
We've never seen this crest before.
Have we not?
I don't think so.
Because you did like a
when,
whole crest analysis video, right?
and that was in the Xbox trailer where I did the crest analysis video, and that does not look familiar to me. But when you see how it's got like the extra white part on the outside, I'm thinking either Hornet can. It's like an extra soul meter almost.
Could be, yeah. I'm really confused on how these crest and silk pool work in tandem. Her silk pool is also full here, so that might be like an indication of full silk.
I'm thinking that it indicates that you have the ability to heal.
Could be, yeah. Like, so you can just tell at a quick glance if you can heal or not.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like stare at it.
Exactly. And then when you have an extra ability or something like that, it would usually show something.
Yeah.
Like that white circle would be not dimmed out. It would be glowing in white that you have the ability to use that ability. And it in the most recent 3 seconds that we got, it showed Hornet doing her Gossamer attack.
Right.
And it only used 4 notches of spool, and the Gossamer attack was still not dimmed out because she had more than 4 notches of spool left. So I think that she could use that attack more than once, but her big spool at the far top left, it went away because she didn't have enough silk left to heal. That's my impressions of what's going on with that.
Interesting. I also noticed like the depth of field effect they added to the background is really strong compared to previously when we saw the Lace Arena. It looks very 3D in my opinion.
It's close. Not exactly the same, but pretty close.
Oh,
so the original was darker.
It was much darker. Look at now. It has a blue hue to it.
Yeah.
Like look at the elevator. It
pops so much more. But there it just kind of blends in. Yeah, it definitely has more saturation to it.
Yeah.
Blue hue. Yeah, you can see a little bit more of the background too. Yeah, I'm surprised that we are not seeing the little white thing.
She probably just doesn't have it equipped for this. A Bell City one. And that I have so much to say about because it's the exact same scene from the very first trailer of the game, and it is so different. Now I don't think it's different because they just changed the room. I think it's just that the areas we go through are gonna change over time, and it's gonna be more dynamic than just the infected crossroads in Hollow Knight. It's gonna be much more dynamic as the kingdom gets consumed by silk, because the lights turned off and there's like a lot of it almost looks like it got desolated by something.
Yeah, that's a very interesting thing. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, the first thing I noticed is that you actually can't see the background as well as
Yeah.
before, whereas almost every other new image, new trailer, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
we could see more. And this is
Yeah.
one of the few times where it really brings everything to the foreground. Let me see if I
Yeah.
got This was the original. Oh, yeah, it looks way nicer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Look at
I
that.
didn't.
Look at the little NPC on the left in that shop. You see that NPC?
Oh, she's so
That looks-
happy.
She's so flat looking in that. And now look at the new screenshot of the same NPC. It looks day and night.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
also, look, her clothes are all
Her
tattered.
clothes are, yeah, she has shading on it, on herself. It's just so cool.
Oh, wow.
Man,
But then also, like, look at the sign. The sign
that
just got
sign,
completely...
yeah, exactly. It got destroyed.
So now I'm wondering which one is older versus which one is newer. You know what I mean? Like, do we get into this Bell City
Oh, and then
it starts
restore it?
out being...
Right.
Yeah. Because
Uh-huh.
that was the story of Hollow Knight. Like, things went to crap. Like, things got
crap.
worse over time.
Yeah.
And so now maybe we're gonna, just like we're not descending, we're ascending. We're gonna go from desolate to repair.
That could be true. You know what? One thing that supports that theory too is all the NPCs are there and they don't look necessarily sad. So maybe this is how Hornet found this place and then she restores it to its
That's
former
kind of what I'm thinking.
glory. Man, it's so
And there's-
different. That's crazy.
There's only 3 NPCs when it's all refreshed and new. And then I think we pick up one.
That little
Yeah, we
slug
pick
thing.
You
Yeah.
pick up the slug thing, and then there's also somebody dead in the streets.
Someone died. That's the first thing
They're
my
not
subscribers
doing well.
pointed out. Was like, yeah, this guy
Yeah.
perished. He waited for Silksong too long.
Oh my gosh, the average Silksong waiter
Yeah, right.
couldn't hang. Oh, I just
Look
realized
at the
this
tool.
is a new tool.
That's a new tool. Yeah, baby, I just saw that too. Look at that. What is
Interesting.
that?
I don't know.
What am
It's
I
a
looking-
pack of Among Us characters all tied
Yeah,
together.
right. What? I have no idea what that could be.
They're not. They don't look like bottles. It looks almost like scales, maybe. I mean, they're definitely tied together, so I think it's something that would like come apart.
It does look like scales tied together.
Yeah, it's funny because when we see this like in game and it tells you what it does, it's gonna be like, of course that's what it is.
Yeah.
What were we thinking?
Right? Another new thing, Relia, and this is really crazy. When we got news, a lot of people were skeptical. And one reason for their skepticism of 2025 was none of the Silksong pages ever said anything other than to be announced. Now the Nintendo Japanese page, it says 2025.
Ah, that's so good.
Yeah.
Love that.
They updated that page.
There's so many like little things. I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay.
This could only mean one thing. It's Japan exclusive. It's not
Japan,
kidding.
only in Japan. Yeah.
Only in
And
Japan.
it's gonna cost 3 times as much in the United States.
Yep. Man,
So you
how,
better learn
how
Japanese quick.
exciting. This has to have happened today, right? There's no way no one noticed it until like an hour ago.
Yeah, no. People are
People would've-
watching and
yeah,
scraping for
peop-
information.
Exactly. Has to be new. What do you think this means? Do you think we're getting the game really soon? Like, what's going on?
I think that we will see Hollow Knight Silksong in June. I'm not hopeful that it's coming out earlier,
Mhm.
just because it's just so much easier to be let down that way, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I think Xbox needs to get their hands in on this, saying something, and PlayStation's probably gonna say something. Like, there's probably gonna be something that happens
Mhm.
in June at Summer Games Fest, and it might not even be at just an Xbox showcase. Maybe it's at a, I don't know, maybe it's at a thing when they're announcing lots of games at the same time. Who knows? At this point, it's all kinds of different things. What do you think? When do you think we're gonna see Silksong?
I am so confused because of like all the things we're getting right now. It really indicates like, oh, it has to be super fast. But then I'm like, why didn't they just throw a date in if it was so close? So I'm very conflicted
Exactly.
because of that.
Yeah.
Like if it was this month or like the next month, they would have thrown in a date. So I'm thinking it's definitely June or later.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so too.
And-
Because if they're once they throw out a date, they always
Yeah.
said that it'll come out very soon after they show a date.
Exactly. And another reason I don't think it's much later than that is because Leth updated his Twitter banner to just Silksong. And I mean, he's PR for both Crowsworn and Silksong. If Silksong was still like 9 months away, I don't think he would have just ditched the Crowsworn branding for now. I think it's because it's like closer than that, and he needs to like ready up for that kind of marketing, you know? That's my theory.
For
anyway.
sure. Yep. There's definitely something going on. Something's a brewing. They're
Yep.
working on some stuff on the back end, and I can't wait.
And it would be also very unlike Team Cherry to give a release date 3 months in advance. So if it is June, it makes more sense they would give a release date in June, because that's how they did for Hollow Knight. They gave the release date in February, and it came out in February.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was a 2-week delay or something like that from when they announced the release date to when it actually was available.
Correct. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was February 7th they announced it, and then it came out 24th.
Oh man, do you think we'll be able to interview Team Cherry if we get like a bunch of YouTubers together, and then we could all ask different questions?
That would be so fun. That would be. I mean,
Leth,
we'll
if
definitely
you're watching,
reach out. Leth, hey, come on, man. You gotta give us
Just
something.
saying.
I know the community has a lot of questions, and it would be really fun to interview Team Cherry when the release date is announced. And I'm imagining they're so busy right now.
Yeah, they've got to be coming down to the wire and wanting to finish this up.
Exactly. People are like, why haven't they updated their Twitter yet? And I'm like, guys, come on. That's probably so low on the priority right now if they're so near to launch to like update their Twitter banner or something.
Yeah. Who knows if they even remember how to get into that thing.
Yeah, right? They just make a new account. They're like, guys,
Yeah.
we forgot.
Oh, that would be the best.
Yeah, but not to my knowledge that any other store has updated. Even Nintendo America hasn't updated yet.
They have not. I was just looking at that, and it's just all the old images still, which is kind of fun to be able to say, oh, look at what's changed.
So one thing that's interesting is if you go on the Nintendo, the page I sent you, if you scroll down to the information, it's all in Japanese, but you can see one of the sections.
English is what I'm
Oh,
looking
you
at,
did? Okay, it didn't give me the option. You see the platform, it just says Nintendo Switch 2 there.
Yeah. Oh.
And if you go to the American page, which hasn't been updated yet, it says the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, but it hasn't been updated.
It hasn't been updated. It's still the old page. So who knows?
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's still coming out on Switch or... Because even in their Nintendo post, it just said coming to Switch 2. Whereas for other games, it said coming to Switch and Switch 2. So... I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I think you're right. I think that's only Nintendo Switch 2 then.
That would be crazy though. Dang. Not a lot of people will have the Switch 2. Especially because of the tariffs and stuff. In the US especially.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Because the way I was thinking, it's almost certainly going to be on the Nintendo Switch because that's what they were developing for years. Like, they didn't know, like, at what point did they even know Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out?
Exactly.
Like, and then to make it only, I mean, when we say only Nintendo Switch 2, I know some people are going to be like, what do you mean? It's not on, no, of course it's on Xbox and Steam and PlayStation, but...
is it still coming out on last-gen consoles like Xbox One and PS4?
I mean... Unless we hear otherwise, I would imagine so. I mean, we haven't heard anything on those other sites.
What does it say on Silksong's website? On Silksong's website, it just says Xbox Game Pass PS5. Are they just ditching last gen then?
And Steam hasn't been updated.
No, this is the first page that got updated. Japanese Switch page. That's it.
That's unfortunate for Nintendo Switch players if it's only Nintendo Switch 2. Like, are you planning on getting a Nintendo Switch 2?
No. Absolutely not right now. Yeah. I just don't I don't see much there that I would be like, oh, I need to buy a console so I can specifically play this game.
This one game.
Yeah, like the closest that game is to that is probably Metroid Prime 4. But that's pretty much about it. And I can't justify here the Switch 2 bundle is $700. Can't justify that.
Oh, yeah, that's pricey.
Yeah. Wait, really? Scroll down? What if you click on that little question mark next to the Switch 2? See that? Oh!
It can only be played on Nintendo
No,
Switch 2.
you can play it on both the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2. There, it says it right there.
Oh,
You can play it on both the Nintendo Switch.
Then why would they put it on Nintendo Switch 2 is the thing. Wait, no. About target device. So Nintendo Switch 2 means it can only be played on Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh
It
my
cannot
god!
be played on the Nintendo Switch.
Yo!
Nintendo Switch OLED model or Nintendo Switch Lite. Go to this website. If it says Nintendo Switch, you can play it on both, but it does not say Nintendo Switch.
It says Nintendo Switch 2. That means it's pretty much confirmed it's Switch 2 only.
It's only Switch 2.
Oh my god, that is so crazy. But this
it's there.
Clearly says that it's just Nintendo Switch 2 on its official page.
They're gonna try and keep that on the low for a little bit, I imagine.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe Silksong just couldn't run at a smooth 60 with all its new updated assets on the Switch.
Oh man, that's gonna make some people upset. Some people are gonna be
Hollow Knight has
upset.
a big following on the Switch. Dang. Oh man.
I'm beside myself. I thought for sure no, it'll be on the Switch. They have to be. They've been developing it for that for a long time. But
I've been saying that forever, that no way they've been developing it on Switch and they don't need to do anything special for Switch 2 because Switch 2 is backwards compatible. So they can just release the Switch version and Switch 2 will run it. But dang.
Does that mean that it could never release on the Nintendo Switch? I mean, I
Maybe.
guess maybe if they can fix whatever reason why it's not running on the Switch and reduce the particle effects or whatever the problem is, maybe it'll come out on it could potentially come out on the Switch later, but
So far, it doesn't look like it.
which that also means it's not coming out until Nintendo
before
Switch 2
June
is
5th.
released.
Yeah, it's not coming out
Because it's
before
going to release everywhere at the same time.
Yeah. Wow, that
June,
confirms,
baby!
Yeah, that confirms that June, or later. That's crazy revelation. Oh my god.
June or later.
Oh my god. Assuming this is accurate, by the way, guys, there could also be a chance that this info is not accurate, but I imagine this info is like done by Team Cherry. It's their store page.
And it's freshly updated.
It's freshly updated. I don't think this store page like updates like. Why did they not update the American one? Why is it a Japanese page updated? I have so many questions. Could it be then that this wasn't updated by Team Cherry but by Nintendo and this could be inaccurate?
Maybe. Oh, all right. Well, it's time for me to get to my day job.
Yeah.
I appreciate you letting me jumping on and talking for a little bit.
It's been super fun. Oh man, I'm so excited. It's finally almost over, Relia. It's almost over.
Still so much hype.
So much hype.
Yep, June. Let's go.
June!
How long can we milk a couple of pictures for?
Yeah, right?
At least 2 months. That's
2
right.
more months, baby. 2 more months of milking this game.